Hey, my name is Kristyn Schaaf, and for my hero portrait, I chose to do a piece on my favorite sculptural artist, Lacey Walton. I've been following Lacey's art for over a decade, and it's been a huge inspiration in my life when combining my passions for art and nature. She specializes in flameworking, often focusing on goddesses of natural elements, while integrating different plants, trees, and flowers. So for my grayscale portrait, those are definitely elements I wanted to make sure to include. I also wanted to be able to capture the feminine beauty she's able to retain and represent while working in a male-dominated industry. For my monochromatic color scheme, I wanted to stick with shades of elemental themes like greens or earth shades, but wound up settling on a kind of water goddess theme and fell deeply for the way the image turned out in all blues. For my complementary color scheme, I knew I wanted to pull some oranges in to bring out the petals and the flowers and the background of the sculpture's hair, and I really like how this burnt marigold and light creamsicle color made those elements pop. To complement the burnt orange and cream color, I went with this soft, slightly tealed out blue and navy. For my split complementary color scheme, I used a soft pastel yellow on one side and then balanced it out with a split of blues and purples, and decided to keep the black as it helps certain details stand out. I really liked the more subtle contrast in her skin tones in this version, as well as the more intense contrast in the sculpture. In the double complementary color scheme, I went back to warm orange for the flower petals, and balanced that with a complementary navy tone. For my other set of colors, I went with an even paler yellow than before, tied in with a feminine purple on the other side of the spectrum, which additionally looks great in contrast with the orange in the skin tone. For the analogous color scheme, I knew I wanted to find a way to lean into the feminine aspect that impresses me so much in this artist. I knew if I used a lot of pink shades, it would help this artist stand out in her industry, so I kept things that direction, using a range from purple, pink, red, and orange. In the triadic color scheme, I knew I wanted to go secondary colors like green, orange, and purple, but kept tweaking the saturations and brightnesses a bit until I wound up with this kind of teal, apricot, magenta scheme. This was very close to my favorite because I felt it added an element of fun to the design and felt like I could see people walking around wearing something like this. For my final design, I wound up choosing the analogous color scheme because I really like the message it sends about female empowerment and would love for the artist to know how much she's helped me with that aspect of my life. While I tried out the way the t-shirt looked, with both my split complementary and triadic color schemes as well, I really did like the way the final design of the analogous t-shirt looked, and couldn't help but imagine boxes of printed up t-shirts going out to glass sculpture fans everywhere. This was an inspiring project, and I can't wait to practice coming up with more t-shirt designs in the future. Thanks for watching my presentation. Later!